Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Ah, okay. I only have watched two of my shows. I'm gonna be honest with you, my anime perfect people. My yeah, Slime and Dodora is the only thing I've actually watched. I still gotta watch Mob Psycho 100, so bear in there with me. I'm gonna drop two quick videos on those two animes real quick, and I will be dropping Mob Psycho a little bit later. So yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed and hit that notification button to get notified when the anime you like gets dropped. But of course, it's Slime, so let's talk about it, baby. Oh my God, guys. We are in some weird predicament where anytime Rimuru is pretty much gonna do something out of the kindness of his heart or out of the genderless slime's heart. I don't even. Can I just call him a him? Are we gonna genderize non-genders? Okay. Um. I'm sorry. I'm way too happy. But yeah, with all of this being in the air, we get to see just like every ounce of what Rimuru's kind of objective is. There's no reason for him to continuously push a dictatorship because in this week's episode he comes off very cocky to a certain tribe of demons that are relatively cocky themselves. I don't know if it was 100% planned to do that, but I understand the sentiment. So when they are well, first of all, our new demon lord bestie goes in on this guy. One punch, I'm feeling like she shouldn't have to stress that much energy out. This man put out a palm. Her whole entire body was going in on whatever ability she was about to use. So yeah, I don't think he stood too much of a chance in that situation. Which clearly he didn't, coming out foaming at the mouth for starting something he couldn't finish, uh, including how he started it, man. He tried to. Oh my God! When I saw Rickard's face, bro, I was so happy that this was an anime where our protagonist is one of the best healers in the game, in the entire universe. Like, holy crap, bro! He has the Star Dust Diamond equivalent in this show, where whatever has been hurt and like take oh, I'm just dancing I'm used to me right here. Whatever he pretty let's say I break anything in my whole entire house, I can then hit it with my stand, which was in the JoJo's diamonds. Diamonds are unbreakable, and this man could repair it doesn't matter if it's a human, it doesn't matter if it's a object. That was what was really cool about it. But that's what Rimuru kind of feels like with his ability of already creating this slime. It just repairs everything to full on normal, and it's a god tier heal. And that's another reason why they couldn't even sell it at in a market and like pass it around the whole entire world, because I'm pretty sure a demon or something could just, like, for instance, the demon lord at the end of this week's episode could easily get his hands on those potions and use that for his army. Be like, hey, guess what? You got your leg cut? Aw, use this. And boom, you're back on the field. It'll be a never-ending battle unless you literally kill them before they can even heal. And that's pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. So, with all that being said, I truly think that they're playing with that healing aspect of the show very loosely, and it kind of feels like the loosely of Dragon Ball Z, summoning the dragon and bringing back someone to life. You know, like, seems like anybody who's on our team is going to live relatively easily. You know, that's just me right now. I don't know if it's gonna actually have somebody like literally get bodied and be another reason why Rimuru goes to a more, oh no, more descendant being or something. So we'll see what happens with this show. Uh, Overall, though, man, I want to literally talk about just um just the aspect of how they're bringing about this next kind of like a calamity, or like even bigger than a war, that whatever Rimuru thought he was going to be a part of, it seems like it's becoming 3 times bigger, if not bigger than that, if whatever comes to term that we're learning about, which is I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, but it's whatever the guy is talking about at the end of this week's episode, and it's like floating in the air, and it's something that's supposed to even rival that of um, Demon Lords. Oh my God, this game! Oh Lord, Lord have mercy on me. But yeah, if that is the case, I'm really interested to see where this goes. Sounds like it's going to be relatively big, in the sense of it could change all of these demon lords looking at Rimuru as the ultimate evil, or like the ultimate thing they need to beat, and then seeing oh, you know, like Jaws and Bigger Jaws, like, oh no, we have a common enemy, and Jaws helps the humans beat Bigger Jaws. It's a classic movie, guys. You have to see it. um, I honestly feel like that might be the case, but maybe not, because oh Lord, Rimuru is somebody who I can see squashing the beef in one or two ways, by absolutely dominating or doing some type of peace treaty. And by doing that in this week's episode with two different like sides of humans, he's already that much closer to having resources that he probably never knew he had. Oh, I died. Because um all of these resources are, things that these countries could have been working on for quite some time. And if that is the case, they might be willing to give him that resource because they're in trouble, because they're all working together, because of their treaties, So, whatever, like the Pegasus, the horses and stuff, I can't lose a square to this guy. Whatever the dwarf has, he's going to be more inclined to share it. So that's kind of how I feel about the whole entire aspect of whenever he's making these treaties, there's things that other nations might be creating behind closed doors that can strengthen or even bring a little bit more light to the situations that we could be seeing in the close future. That's even crazier than declaring war with some demon lords. I also wouldn't mind if you guys tell me a little bit more about the girl with the mask in this week's episode that's all throwing shadow jabbing, or like shadow boxing at the gargoyle and stuff statue. Like, what is her deal? She seemed like the sister of the girl that kind of already went in and got interested in Rimuru and stuff. They seem like they're related. They kind of even have like the same kind of pigtail thing going on. So let me know. I am fully open to hear what you have to say about her, including since oh my lord, she did this really dope like exit that she just kind of like falls through the ground. I thought that was sick. I don't know. I don't know why all these characters that this guy, or like the author of this light novel slash manga, like created all of the ideas of like the abilities as a whole and how they're used is actually ridiculously fun to watch. And if you haven't noticed, I'm playing as a Rimuru that hasn't even learned sword skills. So this is the backstory of how Rim learned how to fight with a sword. She was in SOULCALIBUR. That's why she's just practicing moves. And look, blah 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 blah. Dead. What? Not me dead. You're dead. And to think that we're going to get more like characters, it's kind of weird, because the opener and the ender kind of like gives you that aspect of like there's a lot of characters to come, but at the same time they are now introducing a good way for all of these characters to have a mutual threat, and that's what I'm talking about with what is announced at the end of this week's episode. And I think that's a good way for them also to assess their abilities, I want to say, because I have a really hard feeling thinking that Rimuru is going to actually outshine everybody to the fullest. I think Rim might actually allow his team to still get stronger and fight opponents that, you know, should even be evenly matched for them. And I think, I'm hoping anyway that they do that, because I don't want this show to kind of turn into, I mean, this is kind of why I like Overlord, is because there was characters in there that they talked up to be strong, and guess what? When they showed up, they were strong, you know? And the only way that they could get rivaled was by someone who had more things on their side than we actually knew about. So that's what I kind of want for this show. If they are going to lose a battle, like for instance against the Demon Lord that runs through, at least they still try to do some combination attacks and stuff like that. It did look kind of pathetic when she just laughed it off, but that's what a Demon Lord's supposed to do to those types of monsters, and that's what makes sense. So that's why I'm scared of this gap. If they go from Demon Lord to something, things that rival Demon Lords, to then something that rivals that already rival Demon. You see what I'm saying? Like, if the power scale keeps going that way, there's no way his team is going to be any help, instead of instead of them being really just in the way. And that turns it all into, you know, all these other shows that kind of alienate their other cast members by not having like really good poetic ways of making them strong enough to be considered that level, like Demon Lord level or something like that. So that's me just talking, though, just from what I've seen in shows and just what could be possible. I honestly don't know, and I love that aspect of it, because they could become, you know, all of them could be right next to them in strength, Rimuru, and keep up with him, and then Rimuru just always has to pull out something crazy at the end to win it. So I like that aspect. But my anime people, I still gotta watch Mob, so I'm gonna keep this one relatively short. There was more questions I had that I think I might leave it out on this video. Like, for instance, the one about the girl with the mask. What, she's seemingly I don't think she's a Demon Lord, right? She's kind of like the other guy. Well, was the guy on the battlefield considered a Demon Lord, for one, that Rimuru was fighting with the Orc Lord? And if he is, does that mean that girl in the mask that we're seeing this week is considered one? Or is she just kind of like, she's kind of just like the henchman of theirs? Like, they're the second in command of his groups and stuff like that. They're one step under a Demon Lord, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. They're generals. So that would mean that if they are to go and fight the Demon Lord that's on our side, the bestie, I'm pretty sure they would get bodied. Anybody with those masks. I don't even think they would have a chance at getting to beat her at all. And which, she was absolutely hilarious this week, by the way. She was so funny. Just by the way she got like punished. She was gonna take it all out on everybody on that squad that had something to do with it, man. And that was amazing. I couldn't wait to see if she was going to, like, behind closed doors, like, leave out of town and that doesn't cause any commotion, so she could beat the crap out of him. And maybe that is why she kind of came in late. She kind of came in late with when the humans came in, and she kind of had like a little snarky look on her face, like she was almost satisfied, but not so much so, because she probably was the punishment. I don't know. Let me know if that's something in the light novel, if she does like follow them or bop them one more time just because of she didn't get to eat much food as she wanted to. The Majin Buu of our series, the cutest little but there's that, and the aspect of this human becoming the champion, it kind of makes sense more now while he's in the opener, or I can't remember which one is which. I kind of like blank out when I watch the opener and enders, but I did see him first in one of them, and he was just fighting something. So including he got to watch a goblin destroy a giant crab monster that guild members with their guild leader couldn't handle, and then they run up to them. They were going to use their best formation or one of their good formations against it, and this man just goes out, and I wanted to see what our boy can do, but I guess they're saving it for a later time. But he destroyed this crab and feeds the whole entire town. Like, this man is the true hero of the town, of just like being the most underrated gobby. I love it so much. The show has so much character, and that's what I mean. Like, somehow he's doing feats like that, and I can continuously see like the Demon Lord throwing out a huge minion, and Gabi and all the goblins take it out, you know, and then everybody else who's higher up still follows Rimuru in somewhere, you know. So cross your fingers for all these characters to get stronger, because they're all amazing. I will talk to you guys in the next one, because like I said, I still gotta watch Mob Psycho, and it's like 1 o'clock right now my time, and I want to get this video up before 1:30. So yeah, and I got another video to make. So with all that being said, guys, take care, and I will talk to you in the next one. All right, peace.